In March 2020, a theory emerged that many people loved. By April 2020, it had been completely shot down. I'm talking about the idea that coronavirus, or life in lockdown, had an equalizing effect. It didn't discriminate against anyone. Whether you were rich or poor, whatever job you had, wherever you lived in the world, it didn't matter. We were all being made to suffer from this virus, and we all had to come together to fight it. The issue is that in many ways, that's the opposite of the truth. It's when we're locked down at home that differences in each person's quality of life really start to emerge. For young people, for example, when they go into school each day, I was a teacher, I couldn't tell which student was richer and which one was poorer, who had nicer clothes. In England, they all wear school uniform. I couldn't see which parents struggled to put food on the table and who allowed their kids to eat comfortably, who had nicer living conditions, who had a nicer family dynamic. All of these things were hidden from me when young people were in school each day. And it's the same for everyone, of any age. When we go out to work each day, when we get on with our daily lives, for a lot of people, that can actually be escape from what's going on at home. It's really when they're at home that the differences start to emerge between different people. The concept of Shabbat is also supposedly meant to have this equalizing effect. We read this week that we receive Shabbat as a people once we've left Egypt. Why? Because whether you're master or slave, whether you're high in society or low in society, it doesn't make a difference. Everyone stops from their respective work. Everyone is able to have a day of rest, a day of relaxation. For that 125-hour period, everyone is equal. But is that really true? When you see someone in shul on Shabbat morning, in that moment, in that snapshot image, it seems like the two of you are equal, having equal experiences, having an equally nice Shabbat. You've gone to shul, you're both davening, you both get to enjoy that service, enjoy the kiddush, and that all sounds lovely. Everyone's having a good time. But what happens when you leave the shul gates? What happens when you both head home? What kind of experience might they be having when they come home compared to the one you might be having with you and your family? For the rest of Shabbat, is it possible that that other person that you saw in shul is actually stuck at home with a terrible family dynamic? Or a normal family dynamic, but they're kind of lonely and they have no one to hang out with? Is it possible that they don't have the money to provide themselves with food on the table? Could you turn that around for them? Could you look around in shul that morning and try and figure out that maybe, you don't know for sure, but there could be any number of people who would appreciate an invitation to a meal, who would appreciate an invitation to hang out, to socialize? If we're going to make the concept of Shabbat truly be that equalizing experience, then we're going to have to step up. We're going to have to play our role in turning that into a reality. Shabbat Shalom.